Hey everyone, Will here with my flea market finds for August 4th, 2019. Got some neat stuff to show you this week. I don't get to say that very often, but some good quality stuff, some good quantity of stuff, so we'll be listing a good part of the week this week. But we should do okay. Let me show you what I got. First up, a whole box of machinist stuff. $20 for everything. These gauges, we'll sell these by themselves. Love the huge tap and die. Look at that thing. That'd look neat just sitting on somebody's desk. So quite a mix of stuff. Some of this will I don't know, we either doing a lot or maybe just take it to the flea market and sell it. Nice old Williams ratchet there. Check out the sign. This thing is so neat and definitely looks original to me. The Royal Borough of Kensington. Notice. And it's definitely got age on it, and I think it's came from Kensington, England. Where else would they call the Royal Borough? Kensington Castle? Is it Kensington Castle or Kensington Palace? I think it's Kensington Castle. That sounds better. But pretty neat. And if you look underneath, it says something underneath. Of course, I'm not going to remove the paint, but that is a really neat sign. Paid $15 for that. I'm not sure what that's worth, but definitely looks old. Got some perfumes. Always love buying used perfumes. This Givenchy. Here's a who is that? Organza, and a Yves Saint Laurent. A little butter knife set. Had 8 on it, got it for 6. Pretty cool with the mother of pearl handles. A cartridge case. Pretty neat. Definitely got some age to it. Looks about early 1900s. And a cap. I think that's for caps. It's in really good shape. I kind of question, but it's got all the correct marks. That was $10 for the pair. The knife kind of reminded me of a theater-made, World War II theater-made knife. $5 on that. Old bottles. Love the old style tops on them. $10 for the 3 bottles. This is Scott's Emulsion Cod Liver Oil. This one is Hood's Sarsaparilla. Pretty neat. Apothecaries. And Fellows Chemist, St. John, NB, Nebraska. Pretty neat there. Not sure what they're worth. Got to look them up. Got a yearbook from 1947. Always like yearbooks. Not the easiest to sell, but you find the right person, you can name your price. An old advertisement from 1968 for department store Herschel Cohn. The Wonderful World of Christmas, 1968. Pretty cool. Got a piece of pottery. It looks really old to me. Definitely been around, but love the style. Don't know anything about it. I got some other pieces of pottery to show you, but it looks really old. But gotta do some research on that. Not really sure where to begin on that one. Inkwell, $3 on that, with a picture of something square, barrow, and fern. A little compact. $5 on that. It's a Max Factor. Had luck with those in the past. Love the milk bottle. Look at this thing. To be washed and returned. Must have had a paper label there, but what I love about it is the lid. It's got this little identifier there, little brass tag, and you open it up, and it's still got the lid on there. Is that cool or what? Never seen one quite like that. Nice small size too. This is a pair of World War I French military binoculars, marked on the eyepiece, military 45 Paris. I think that's what it is. Haven't done all the research, but 15 on those. Some Baltimore Oriole glasses back when they won the series back in 1966. Got these, 3 of them for $10. They'll probably bring about 10 or 15 a piece. Not a whole lot really, considering they're that old, over 50 years. Baltimore Skipjacks mug, $2. A collection of arrowheads, spearheads. This one says modern. Finneran College. I wonder if modern means it's new, because that is a cool piece. Whoever did that had a good bit of skill to get that thin like that and symmetrical. It takes a lot of skill. Looks like a knife blade. Also says modern Finneran collection. And Vanderburg collection, Indiana, or Vanderburg College. This one says unknown Finneran collection. That is really nice, especially how they thin it down here to attach it to the shaft. So got a lot of Indian stuff, or Native American, I guess would be the proper term. We'll have to do a little research, but neat stuff. Got a Wizard of Oz. This one is a later edition. Never realized that Dorothy was so young in the book. I mean, she's like, what do you think, like 10, 8, 10 in there? Getting ready to melt the witch. Big difference growing up watching the movie all the time and then seeing the book. But 3 on that, and got to go in with the Wind. Thought it might be a first edition, but then I got reading the page here from Margaret Mitchell. Copyright 1936. I know the movie came out in 39, but then you start reading down. It says published June 1936, reprinted June twice, July 3 times, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. I mean, you could tell this was one very popular book, and it ends in November 1938. so it's probably when this was printed. But Gone with the Wind, only $3, couldn't pass it up. And a little book for myself, Baltimore. It gives a Baltimore transitions, shows what it was, places in Baltimore were before and after development. Big difference. Oh, got a photo album. Check it out. Starts out really nice photos. Starts out Life Begins, January 6, 1933, 4:15 p.m. Little girl, and it says at the age of 15 weeks. Love the shot there with the dog. There she is in the basket on the scale. They must have put a lot. I see a lot of baby scales. They must have put a lot of emphasis on keeping track of your baby's weight. In the stroller, First Christmas, in the walker. There's the dog again. 1934. There's spring and summer. There's Christmas. And 35. Just getting bigger. So it goes all the way. There's 37. Cute girl. Some great shots. And it goes on and on and on. Just tracks her through the. There she is at 11. And commencement. Oh no, that's not commencement, but ends up here. She is married. 1956. Pretty cool. So the whole lot of photos, $10 on that. Whole lot of gloves. They were like $10 for the whole lot. I'm going to take a chance on these. Kind of well done. Dietz lantern, $5 on that. How many times you find a lantern still in the original plastic? Keyway brooch set. Got this from the guy who had the machinist stuff. Paid $40 for this, and this is, from what I can tell, this should bring somewhere around 140 or so, right around that area. Little travel set. That was 6. A Canon. Looks fancy, but it's just a run-of-the-mill calculator. $5 on that. What I like about it is it still has all the paperwork, the original box. There's got to be a calculator collector out there somewhere. Check out the Timex store display. Is that cool or what? That was, I paid $20 for that. That wasn't that cheap, but I wish it wasn't Timex, because Timex isn't exactly the most expensive watch you could get. The big unknown, right here, these pieces of pottery, they look good to me. They look original, authentic. I mean, look at the little detail of twisting the handles here. They look like they've been around a while. They came from the same estate that had the arrowheads there and the other piece of pottery. So I think these are real. No idea where they're from. No idea of the value. Paid $10 for the 3 pieces. There's a black spot where it's been in a fire, or maybe fired in a kiln. But really, really neat stuff. Definitely have to find out some more information, but Really like this piece. It's got a great shape, a little quality to it. Gonna hang on to those until I can find out some more. A couple doll outfits, little furs, a little bow tie, $2 piece. A whole bin of movie posters. It must be about 30 movie posters in here. Got them for 25 bucks. We're gonna go through, pick out the good ones. Best thing about it, shipping will be first class in a tube. Nothing too bad at all. Little Bible. These things sell well. From 1927. Next to a menorah. 10, got it for 8. Menorahs always do well for me. A couple cross pens, they do well. That was 10 for the set. Nice big one there. The Indian, really cool piece. Had 40, got it for 30. Love the original frame. It's a newer print, but it's I think a doctor's office, eye doctor, would love to have this in their office or waiting room. It talks about the ophthalmologist scope. I think that's what that thing is there. So eye doctor would love this thing, I think. Check out the Pennzoil can. Love the colors. Nice big piece. Something you don't see very often. Couldn't find too many examples that were for sale. That was 30 bucks on that. Somebody was using it as a trash can. But we'll list it. Do FedEx shipping on there. Shouldn't be too bad. Big purchase. Got 49 of these Winross tractor trailers, and paid $200 for the lot of them. Some of these I'm counting on being good. Some of them probably not, but we're going to list them all individual. And good thing about listing them individual, once you start, you just hit similar, sell similar, and just swap out the pictures, because the quality is pretty much all the same for these. So, like I said, a lot of listing. Check out my store on eBay, which is where most of this stuff will be appearing over the next week. So till next time, Miss Will, your sales fabulist, and we'll talk again soon.